Capturing the fat and talking hotel tech. It's time for two smart fellas.
Moin, moin.
Moin, moin, people.
Hey, Fabian, you're not at home. Where are you?
I am in the lovely Singapore. Well, I'm always here.
Be careful the fan over your head doesn't fall and chop, chop, chop.
Yeah, no. You know, so I told you I got my new phone, right?
Yes.
So I got my new phone, right? So now, watch this, okay? So it has this really cool feature that says, where are you, monkey? It says, emoji, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm looking at my AR emoji, and you can create your own one, okay? You gotta look in it. You gotta take a picture. You gotta say if you're male or female. Now it's creating my emoji.
Or some people would rather not identify with a gender.
Oh, wow. This is really cool. Now it shows me this guy. Before it showed me a bold fella.
Is that your emoji? Your avatar?
Yeah, it's definitely not my one. Mine came out previously. Let me try that again. Because I did that earlier, and it came out, it didn't show any hair.
Is this the Galaxy S9?
Yes.
But Fabian, is this the same Galaxy X9 that just crashed when I sent you something on Skype?
Yeah. Ah, now I look like this.
Nice fro, bro.
Yeah, I know. Okay, enough is enough. Okay, so we have a jam-packed agenda today. Shakalaka boom boom. I got my my coffee ready.
Good.
Okay, so I've
got my tea.
Fantastic. I think I'll be talking a lot today. Yeah. So we wanted to talk about the panel from last week because people text me afterwards and said like, we wish it could have gone out for an hour longer. So It's kind of nice to get some of your stories that you know from people thrown into that, and I'll feedback what we heard on LinkedIn. We had over 10,000 views. We had 30 plus comments. Plus we did about half an hour, 45 minutes of discussions with different people.
Okay, so just introduce the actual conference. This is the one in Brisbane, 8020, yeah?
We'll do, yeah.
Okay.
And then we're equally going to talk about crypto. You're going to hit the startups. And then I want to talk about the in the news.
Perfect. Let's go. Chop, chop, chop.
Chaka laka boom boom. Let me share my screen. Desktop. Share screen. Okay. First of all, hello Hans.
Hans Schmidtner.
Hans Schmidtner. I'm going to meet Hans at Brotzeit right after the show. He's in Singapore for a couple of days. So I'm very much looking forward. You remember we did Upsell Guru?
Yes, absolutely.
He looked me up and said, I'm in Singapore, how about we have a German beer?
Lovely.
Happy day.
Lovely.
So I'm going to see him right there, just to say a little bit of, hi, I'll see you in about an hour and a half.
Nice one.
Second, I think we both need to say, Jesper, thank you very much.
Fabian, sorry. Jesper.
Jesper Hansen.
Jesper is half Danish, half Swedish. Jesper is his Danish name. Hansson is Swedish. I know Jesper for a long time. We have actually family in common on the Danish side. But
wow.
It's pronounced Jesper, not Jesper, please.
Jesper, I'm very sorry. I'll make it up for you. I actually posted on LinkedIn that I'm going to buy him a pizza next time I see him. We're going for pizza on Tuesday.
Excellent.
In Jakarta.
You know, he's actually very good at mixed martial arts, like Muay Thai, boxing.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I know him very well.
Oh, my God. I'll bring that up for him. Some love that we also have in common then.
Yes.
Great. But I think for both of us, we wanted to say thank you very much for the shout out.
Definitely.
And we shall not disappoint on the tech as well as the hospitality and travel side. Absolutely. We are here for you.
Yes.
Mwah. Now, in the news. So, Grab buys Uber's Southeast Asia operations.
That is really interesting, actually.
At first, I thought the same thing.
Isn't Uber trying to take over But actually,
No.
Uber are now, I think, going under, right?
Yes, correct. So here's the interesting thing, right? So I was writing a blog about who's the winner, who is not, so on and so forth. And then when I'm about to post this, I see this article and I was like, boy, somebody just got in there just before me. And much, much better than I could ever write it. But I read a couple of other things, and you're right. So when you look at, let me just bring it up, Uber's vision, hang on. Uber's vision statement, right? And that's the funny thing. Uber's vision statement. Okay? Okay, the story of Uber, mission statement. Okay. Make transportation as reliable as running water everywhere for everyone, right? And somewhere else is everywhere, blah, blah, blah. Now, the real interesting thing here is now that when you actually look at some of the news articles surrounding Grab, it actually says, no, we're giving up, we have sold Russia to a competitor. We have sold, are you secretly fubbing me?
No, not at all.
I think you're fubbing me. Do you know what fubbing is?
Looking at my phone.
Yeah, it kills romantic relationships.
Well, Fabian, have I ever seduced you?
Is doing yoga in front of me or giving me orangutans with bananas considered a flirtatious advance?
Yes, it was my first move to see how you would respond.
So I would actually say yes, it is. So, okay, so essentially, they have lost in Russia. They have now conceded Southeast Asia. They have sold in China. So now they're not riding anywhere and everywhere. Now it's like, oh, we got to clean up our balance sheet.
Okay.
Because we're kind of pumping 10 billion a year minus, and we don't seeing any returns because we have done that for the last couple of years.
Well, there's a new CEO at Uber, right?
Correct. He's trying to clean it up.
But you know where he came from?
No, tell me.
Expedia.
Did he?
Dara from Expedia replaced Travis Kalanick. You know, Travis, that's what I was looking at, right? Because
he was.
Because Travis was a little bit of a boy, do you know what I mean? Like he was a little bit uncool and completely, I mean, if you just Google Travis and the corporate culture.
Oh, no, he was completely chauvinistic if you are into...
completely.
Like women down, men up here, always horrible.
Exactly. So Dara Khosrowshahi left Expedia to take over Uber.
Okay.
What's happened to Expedia since Dara left? Expedia's stock value has gone down 30%.
30?
Have a look at it. Have a look at Expedia. Since Dara left. But now Dara is running Uber. Expedia stock price last 3 months.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
129. Okay, that's about a 10% drop. Yeah, but if we're doing about a year, look at that. That correlates, I would say, with financial earnings.
It also correlates with when Dara left Expedia. And you know what also is a correlating factor is Airbnb.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. So
Dara dropped Expedia and now he's going in to fix up Uber.
That's great. I mean, he has a lot of fires to fight, right? First of all, regulations. Then second of all, new kind of competitors and competitors that understand it.
Yes.
That's my entire point, right? So the reason I brought this up was we had about 6,000 plus views. And all I did was ask, okay, people, tell me, Priceline, hotel beds, Turico, Accor, all buying something. We're talking about oversupply in markets. Now, what would people do?
This is a really good post, actually. I saw the post.
Yeah.
And did you see my answer?
Yeah, you would run me. Do you see my total revenue management angle?
I love it. Nespresso coffee in the back seat.
Nespresso coffee in the back seat. Plus, you can recycle, so you're doing a good thing, right?
Yes.
But the key question was, what would you do in a situation like this? I mean, it's an honest question. Now, Jesper,
Thank you.
loved his very first comment, which was kind of like, would love to contribute, but for obvious reasons I can't. I saw
That's hilarious.
that was brilliant.
That's hilarious.
But what would you do? I mean, think about it. So there's two major people, right? Uber, Grab. Okay? Uber now being part of Grab.
Yes.
What would you do? I mean, you have drivers. Forget about the food side.
Well, Fabian, I've never used Grab. What's it like? What's the culture?
Let me just show you. And I think you know exactly the culture. Look at the what did I do there? Don't know what I did there. Okay. So look at just the difference in the email that I got a day after the announcement.
Fabian, Uber combining with Grab.
This is the part. Whoa. This is welcome Uber to the Grab family. That's a Grab email. 10 minutes later, important announcement: Uber combining operations with Grab. This one, family, nice, bringing a nice picture. No picture, no nothing, and then we're going down. We want to share some news with you. We are doing this. By the way, by this day, we don't do that anymore. Now you got to do 1, 2, 3. The other one is, for years now, it's a story that they're telling, right?
Yes.
We try to outdo ourselves, but now we're coming better. And guess what? We're coming better to serve you better.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Now look, Uber's corporate culture, I think I mentioned, remember that guy with the long ponytail hair in your Tripitaka crypto corner, remember? And
Okay, yeah.
what was it, Tripkey?
Could be Tripkey, yeah, could be.
Yeah. I call them Tripitaka, but it's Tripkey.
Oh, the one that you saw was a girl, but he was a boy. Yes.
That's what you said. And so do you remember he's ex-Uber?
Yes.
I said, that's not a good thing. Having Uber on your resume basically says, #MeToo. #MeToo. Anyway.
Well, I only had one taxi driver so far telling me he's never going to work for Grab because he doesn't like the way they code.
Code?
Yeah, like how the back end is coded. He doesn't like it.
So this is a pretty techie Grab driver.
So I was like, okay, how long have you been coding? And he was like, I just finished my course.
Okay.
I said, okay, no problem. But do you have any other job in perspective? No, not at the moment. Okay, I would hold off on that stuff. Literally, I would continue driving. It's all right.
How do you meet these people, Wolfbjörn? How do you meet them?
You just strike up. They find me. I literally tell you, they find me. Okay, so that was a bit of the news today. Now, we are coming now next to the crypto corner.
Good.
Very quick one. Meet and greet, and I'm really actually excited to hear what you have to say about that.
Meet and greet me.
Meet and greet.
Oh, look at that. We're on Telegram, which I know nothing about. Still, thank you, Fabian. I know nothing about Telegram because you refuse to teach me.
You have not taught me Twitter.
I will.
So, people, somebody got to explain me this Twitter thing. Erik posts something, tags me, and I get a notification that he tags me. Then I get an email saying he tags me. And then I get something that says, you have a private message from Erik, to then get another email that tells me. So I literally get slapped around the head saying, Erik did something to your Twitter account. And I just go like, and he does it like 10 times a day. So I literally, my inbox goes in the morning, goes, ping, 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 ping. You have 40 new notifications. And I'll sit there and go like, I don't even know where to start.
Fabian, I told you already, I need a little button that can make you do a little gentle, low voltage electric shock when I need to speak to you. So
it's unbelievable. Well, so meet, greet me. Okay, that's going to be an interesting one. The only blockchain-based P2P platform for travel service tailored your needs and budget. Right? I have to show you the video. I love it. My favorite thing is always, as you know, before I go into it, I read the
white paper.
synopsis. No, before even the white paper, I look at the, okay, what is it actually trying to tell me?
Okay.
Then I look at some of the terms and conditions, and then more importantly, I look at the team and the advisors. Considering it's travel tech, we should have been around those kind of people in some form or another.
Agreed,
right?
100%.
So, BTC price is frozen at $15,000. BTC current price.
What's BTC, Bitcoin?
Yes. If I tag that into US dollar, it's now at $7,500. So essentially, it's another way of saying you get 100% extra.
So 1 Bitcoin equals $7,500. Is that right?
Yeah, but for them, it's 1 Bitcoin. Instead of saying I give you 100% extra as a bonus, same thing.
Okay.
Right? So
I don't quite understand that, but that's okay. I don't need to. It's all right.
Normally, you would say, okay, one my token X will cost 1 Bitcoin, for example, right? And at the moment, the Bitcoin is frozen. It's a bit like when you make a bank transfer, the currency exchange gets frozen.
Okay.
Same thing.
Okay,
right?
cool.
But they froze it at a $15,000 versus a lower one.
7,000.
So then they're telling the ICO marks, great. Having worked in the crypto space, you can very easily get those marks up without doing anything.
One question, Fabian. Because crypto and ICO is relatively new, those awards, those certifications you just showed on your screen, like the ICO marks, they could be made up. I wouldn't even know.
No, so you have to go and type in stuff, right? So you have to say who you are, what you do, and then you can just give yourself, not yourself a rating, but essentially I've registered myself as an expert, you do an ICO, I say 100%, and you will show 100%.
Okay, but people could, scam artists could operate there too, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
So, 5 facts about meet and greet. Operating travel platform with happy customers. So we're going to check out the live product in a second. Award-winning company with UN recognition.
Whoa.
That makes me think, click on the link.
Yeah.
And I come to WSA World Summit Awards.
Huh? That doesn't sound like United Nations.
So then I click, okay, who are those fellas? So then about WSA.
Vienna.
So it's a award system.
Okay.
It's as good as those award system that would say, hey, Fabian, we realized Logic is one of the top companies in the world. It'll only cost you $2,000 to get your certificate.
World Travel Awards.
Oh, I got mine yesterday. I cracked up. I literally did.
So basically, WSA looks completely shonky.
No, it's running for 15 years by now. I have never heard of them.
But hey, they said United Nations. Where's United Nations?
UN contacts. They keep a close strategic associations with the United Nations agenda.
That means that's BS. Like, what does that mean?
If I sent an email now from my Logic account or you from your vertical booking account to the United Nations saying, we're really doing the show right now called Two Smart Fellas, and we looked at your UN agenda and you say technology is high up there, we can say we're representatives of the UN.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. So far, the red flag has not gone up yet. It's inching up. It's inching up. Anyway, keep going.
So, it's verified by trustworthy local meet and greeters.
Who are they, please? Who are they?
No, hang on. I still got to show you the video. This is.
Hey, the sound.
Can you do?
Yeah.
I most probably need to go on YouTube.
Yeah.
And share the application, right?
But also, I think your speaker. I think you need to put your volume up, basically.
No, then you're gonna bump in my ear. It's fully up. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Stop sharing. New share application. Where's my YouTube? There we go.
What is your concern when you travel? I like to travel carefree. I feel at ease when I know someone in a new city. Someone who will bring me peace of mind and save my time. Who will help me feel welcome and explain how things work there. Who is willing to help and support me when I need it.
Creepy. Little bit creepy.
And shares laughs with me.
This is not Tinder.
I choose meet and greet me because it's the only thing I need when I travel.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, let me plug in my...
This is not Tinder, right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
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 So.
I'm not going to... I wanted to go through the team. Okay.
Okay.
So. Just say if you know anybody.
From Russia. Alexei, Katya, Anna, Dmitry, Belarus, advisors.
So that's where I saw advisors we generally know about.
Yeah, Claydor is very good. Craig, I don't know him. No, keep going. Boris, Lana, Anton, no, please keep going. Nice beard, Anton, by the way. Look at Anton's beard. Fabian, just go back up one a little bit. Anton Kulichkin. Nice beard game, bro. I'm digging the beard. So, sorry, keep going. Dimitri, Pierre, Ryan, Shefki. No. Don't know any of those guys.
Same. Completely.
So, you know what? The nose, basically, it looks very, very dodgy. However, do you know our man in Moscow, Valentin Dombrovsky? Do you know Valentin?
Yes, Valentin, yes.
I think he's doing something similar, but not blockchain-based.
His name is...
Valentin.
No, I thought he was research. I'm typing it right now.
Yeah, just go Valentin. He's our man in Moscow. There he is.
I know, but I actually love the Chief Alchemist. Love it.
Yes.
I
think
my
he's
squire.
I think he's invited. Yeah, he's invited us to the conference, to Two Smart Fellas.
Awesome. Yeah, so I did not know that my squire. I only knew about travel apps.
So my squire is an app, no crypto BS, no blockchain, whatever, just tech, which he is still in a startup mode. He gave me a demo and ran it by me, just wanted my initial thoughts and advice. I gave him some feedback, obviously. And I think what my squire have in mind is similar to what you just showed me from that crypto corner. But okay. Valentin, I know you watch the show, and I really appreciate, we both greatly appreciate your support, and I think you share on Facebook as well, every post. So Valentin, we invite you to introduce my squire anytime you like.
Yes, you got a special spot on our show.
Yeah, definitely.
First one ever. Good.
So
okay, so crypto kaput.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
What is next?
So 80-20.
Yes. Now this is in Brisbane. Tell us all about it.
So this is our beautiful man Matthias.
Hi, Matthias.
Ça
va, Matthias?
Ça va. He was talking about the performance dilemma in hotels. Useful tips and strategies to optimize performance in an oversupplied market. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's have a look. So I was like, okay, how do I prep for the show? Mm-hmm. Right? And I'm trying to find where I actually kept it. So I was like, how do I prep for the show? Well, the best thing to prep is to go and, okay, look, you reduce that, is to go and ask people.
Yes.
Right? So ask people, hey, by the way,
Yes, absolutely.
Correct. And I was just like, give me your stories, right? Because I'm going to sit on that panel I'm looking at it from a tech side. I have my own views, but I want to make sure that we can talk properly and I can represent some. And we had amazing. I mean, 10,000 plus, 34 comments, and literally globally people gave their comments.
Awesome.
Now, then we did the panel, and I'll come back to that later. And you can see, thank you, man.
There you are. There you are.
Now,
Fabian, 2 out of every 5 gentlemen in that photo wearing a tie. Why
I know.
Is that? Why
I don't know, but hotel people.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So he runs his own consultancy.
Okay.
That is Mantra, Michael from Mantra, and then Shankar from Mina.
Okay, cool.
Right? And that's Matthias, and that's Fabian. Now,
hello. Nice.
You know that we work in a competitive world, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have logic competing with ideas. You have
actually, it's a little bit different.
guys.
Yeah, it's a bit different. We don't really have any competitors in the CRS space, but yeah.
You wish. You wish, mate. You wish. I can name you one. Trevor. No, I can name a couple, but hang on. So, look at this. What am I supposed to make out of that?
Kamesh Shukla, great game. It was great to hear you share your insights, Michael, Shankar, Andreas. Wait, hey, where's Fabian?
Hello.
Hang on, but who is Kamesh?
He's the SVP of sales in Asia Pacific.
But how long has he been there?
For quite some time. I had an hour conversation.
Rate gain are a revolving door. No one that I know has ever stayed there longer than 12 months. It's a revolving door. It's not a good corporate culture. How long has Kamesh baby been there?
Yeah, is that an accurate comment? I must have been photoshopped in your feed.
Must be photoshopped out of your feed. Out. Yeah.
Done.
But Fabian, just click on Kamesh. Just click on his name, please. Okay, so he looks after APAC, Middle East, Africa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, scroll down a little bit. Scroll down.
6 months.
There you go. There you go. It's a revolving door, mate. They can't hold on to talent. Anyone with half a brain wouldn't work there.
2.6 years.
Oh, doing something else. Okay, keep going. Hey, why is he changing roles within the same company if he hasn't changed what he's doing? He's done APAC, then he's done APAC, and Africa, and now he's doing APAC, Africa, and Middle East. Mate.
I mean, I had an hour conversation.
That's called padding your CV.
The thing is, I had a wonderful half an hour, 45 minutes conversation with him offline.
Yeah.
So, naughty, Kamesh. When you comment on LinkedIn in a public forum, please make sure you include everybody who's in there.
I don't know if I'm even connected to Kamesh. I don't know. LinkedIn.
Well, let's focus on this one.
Yeah, go ahead. Please continue.
Fantastic. The essence of it, what came out. Now, what would you give, without me telling you what came out of it, and I don't know if you have read this, but I definitely knew you weren't at the conference. How would you approach this? What was your recommendation, or what you know of other hotels have done? How would you approach an oversupplied market?
This is the question you put to LinkedIn, right?
Correct. But that's why I'm asking what you have heard, regardless. I don't know if you have read this comment. I know that you weren't there.
I didn't get a chance, though. Sorry, I didn't get a chance.
So my question is, if somebody says, oh, Erik, we're this 3, 4, whatever star hotel in the middle of XYZ, and now we're coming into total oversupply, give me your recommendation.
Total oversupply. Okay, so first we need to understand the asset. Fabian, this is something that you taught me, right? What is the asset? What is the physical space? What are we working with? What's the, let's say, the current cash flow? What's the current asset value? Asset value is determined by cash flow per square meter or per square foot, whatever you like to use. Is there any unused space in terms of public areas, meeting space? Like, what are we working with? Then I need to do a feasibility study in that particular location, understand what the macroeconomic conditions are, what's their price value position point. I need to understand how they interpret themselves within the broader market. I need to do that kind of an analysis as a first step before making the next recommendation.
Okay, but let's say you're on one of the old hotels in the city.
Okay.
And now there's 4 competitors opening up across the street.
Mm-hmm.
What would you recommend to those guys?
To the competitors or to the one that's the old hotel?
The old hotel.
Be a much better old hotel and promote the old hotel over those new shiny boxes that are boring, bloody vanilla.
Thank you very much. The essence essentially that came out from the entire thing is that for me personally, oversupply doesn't exist.
Correct.
It does not exist.
Correct.
Right? There is no oversupply because a city with 10,000 rooms at 60% occupied, there are 6,000 rooms. You might not get the chance to steal all of them, but definitely you can take a couple. And then people say, oh, but if you're in a budget. No, I rent budget hotels and I know how to get demand from other people.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
You can do that not in luxury. I know how to run luxury because I also run luxury. So Don't tell me that stuff. But what will happen is that the people who are punching above their weight will be caught out.
Yes.
That's square. Like if you are an old hotel in your crap, now people will say, hang on one second, now I can stay somewhere else.
Yes, exactly.
Because I only stay with you because I can't do anything else. And I look at places like Sydney, who has done very, very well in keeping the supply just underneath the supply demand level, right? And I think this year only 3 new hotels are coming, and one of them is a refurb. Right? So for me, it's the moment there is more supply than demand. Yes. Either tourism is doing a really bad job in promoting more demand, or if you're not up to your A game, you're down.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Fabian, I don't know if that was a trick question or not, but everything that I've learned from RM, I learned from you, mate. You taught me.
Yeah, thank you very much. You have clients who talk to you about this kind of stuff, no?
Yeah, a lot.
How do they react if you tell them you just got to be better?
Well, okay. You know what? The way I'm going to answer your question or your statement is that people ask me about Metasearch.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And they say to me, Erik, what do you think about Metasearch? What's your recommendation with Metasearch? Should we go on Google Hotel Price Ads, Trivago, TripAdvisor, Kayak, Skyscanner, blah, blah, blah? What are the benefits? What are the pros and cons? What do you recommend? And I say, well, you know what? When you ask me about Metasearch, it's like you are asking me, you show me a photograph of your baby and you say, isn't my baby beautiful? Or isn't my little boy or little girl handsome, pretty? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? When you ask me about Metasearch, is your property beautiful? Is your property desirable? Are you in a key location? Do you actually have, are you, remember your friend Vivek Bogaraju from Ideas, who's now with Expedia?
Yeah.
So Expedia are offering free technology, or let's say a freemium technology, only for hotels of a certain reputation score.
Correct.
Like you need to be 8 out of 10 or more, something like this, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Let's say if you're 8.5 or higher on booking.com, Meta is really good for you because you're doing something good. You might be this shiny little object, this little, undiscovered gem. Well, now you can be on page 1 of Google in Google Maps and have your direct link there when you work with a partner. There's many partners, not just ourselves, Vertical Booking, but you can go to Google, Hotel Price Ads, find a partner, and these guys can all put you on page 1 of Google. So, but you have to have a nice little baby.
Yeah, agree. Now, one nice thing I want to call out Harold here. They're actually setting occupancy targets, and they're not talking about sellouts. right? And I think that's actually quite a nice thing because they want to improve profitability.
Yes.
And then they're talking about opaque channels. Now here is my question to you, and I posted it this morning.
I saw you posted about Priceline and the
Correct.
the report. Yeah.
Do you remember, when was it? About 15 years ago?
The Spike report, right?
Yeah. About 12 years ago, it really became popular. You know, all of a sudden, Opaque was this new thing and everybody needs to go on it. And now it's kind of like, is it dead? And some people say, no, it has a loyal following. Other people say, you know, actually what? And I know Andre covered it in Travel Tech Talk.
Well, KJ used to do this back in the day. KJ
Correct.
used to do hotels at the airport.
I did the same. I was in an airport hotel, 95%. And I was like, there's a couple of days where you're dead.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of days, whatever you do, like a Sunday night, it ain't going to drive it, right? You're an airport location. Let's get over it.
Yeah.
Right. But a Friday night, one-nighters, you could go, pow, pow, pow. I whack up 30% occupancy, right? At decent rates. And because you know where the demand is coming, you can stretch it and try and find it, where different people are hitting it from that perspective.
And this is the thing that is not always available if you're using, let's say, a traditional revenue management system. To understand, let's use an ideas term, the full unconstrained demand.
Yeah.
The full unconstrained demand is not what reservations are in your PMS. The unconstrained demand is also not the historical pace analysis applying to the forecast and using the algorithm to see, are you ahead or below pace? The unconstrained demand comes from real time across your website, across booking.com, lots of areas. So,
yeah. Now, which side of the fence are you on? Are you saying loyal following will still evolve, whatever you want to name? Or because of mobile, direct bookings, and the transparency, and literally people just booking within 3 to 7 days, is it going to say bye-bye?
No, I think there's opportunities in both regards. You know, our good friend Uwe Grunblach.
Yes.
So Uwe is a fan. He's one of our community members of the Two Smart Fellas podcast. Hello, Uwe.
Hello, Uwe.
B3 rules. You know, B3. He knows what that means. And so does Philip Stelzer. Hey, Philip, shout out. Now, Uwe is a very, very high-level revenue manager. And he is an advocate for loyalty-based pricing. And I fully support loyalty-based pricing. So in your example, Fabian, at Heathrow, let's say Sofitel. Let's say Sofitel Heathrow, which is a lovely property.
T5,
Yeah. I'm an Accor loyalty member. No matter how busy Sofitel might be, if my total lifetime value to the Accor brand is X, I should have a potentially much lower price on a particular evening when you take in the total lifetime value of me, Erik Munoz, as a loyalty member. So that's my comment on loyalty.
Talking about the lifetime value, I know you commented, and I believe I commented on the little thing with the Cornell bringing out even more new funny little acronyms.
Yeah.
What was that? Louis Vuitton lifetime? Like, I still don't get it.
I don't understand. You know what? I think Cornell as a university, look, I never did the Cornell course. Did you do it?
Oh, Sabrina did it. Okay. And at the same time, one of our major clients, I was working back at Ideas, the founder or the owner also did it. So that was quite funny. But a lot of times the question that came in, I was like, the money that you pay for that, I can teach you that in a day.
Yeah. No, I mean,
you know what I mean?
I have friends who have done the Cornell course, not to learn anything, but to have the little badge saying Cornell on their CV. So I heard
the master's course, supposedly the online master's course, is really good.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do you remember Sif Fawley?
Oh, yes.
She did a master's course once, and she was like, crikey, all of a sudden you have to run a newspaper card on the middle of Times Square, and they give you different demand drivers and how many newspapers you have on a Monday and a Tuesday. And you really got to calculate all of that stuff.
And you know, Siv is my Viking sister. Hi, Siv.
Yes. Hi, Siv.
She's Norwegian.
Groovy. So, I am really looking forward to the startup.
My startup?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just get a little bit comfortable here. Let me get comfortable here.
You kind of get a lot of t-shirts, yeah?
Yeah, I do. I like t-shirts. Well, people sometimes send me t-shirts, and I also collect t-shirts from trade shows. And this is a t-shirt that I collected from a trade show, which has nothing to do with today's startup. Now,
Just free advertising. So
just
for every second the brand comes in, it'll be like ding, 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 ding. Oh my god, I saw this really cool thing. There's this pub.
Yeah.
And essentially you get a card when you come in, and then the tabs are all on the side, and you literally just put the card, and you, like a petrol station, you just pay for what you pump.
Huh.
I thought that was brilliant because
Wow.
there was like 50 different beers, and the guy was just pouring a little bit because sometimes you just want that little bit extra.
Yeah. Nice.
And then it clocks like brilliant. Love it.
Nice. Well, we brew our own cider at home, so I'm not at the pub so much because we do a home brew.
You can't make it to the pub anymore. Other people can't make it home.
Exactly. Now, tell me when you see my screen.
Optimand. You're coming into demand analysis and business intelligence solutions for hospitality. Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, Optimand.
So we were just talking just now about the full unconstrained demand in your marketplace, right? You asked me the question about, the demand, and
Yeah.
you asked me a question about how do you react and respond. So Optimand are a startup from London. Yeah.
Okay.
They do demand analysis and BI for hotels. So let's have a look.
Okay.
By the way, these guys have been running for more than a year, actually 2 years now, in stealth mode. Do you know what stealth mode is?
Yeah.
No longer stealth, mate. No longer stealth. Now, Fabian, you know that I'm a fan of HQ Plus.
Yeah.
But and there's many reasons, but one of the prime reasons is they do real-time pricing. And there's also a startup that I'm doing some consulting for called Atomize out of Sweden.
Okay, yeah, I've seen them come around lately.
Yes, so Atomize are also all about real-time. Yeah? Fabian, real-time is the new time. So.
Oh yeah, but a lot of people claim real time and it's not real time, right? You know that as well.
Exactly. You're right. 100% correct.
Yeah.
So these guys do real-time analysis from your website and also the market.
Okay.
Not just your hotel, but let's say luxury London properties, for example. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can then do a tailored promo based on that real-time analysis, real-time data. We're talking about big data now. If you look at luxury hotels in London, that's a prime market. And if you can aggregate that data across luxury in the Hyde Park area, let's say, for example, you get some very interesting trends. And of course, you then correlate that. You correlate the big market data with the PMS data, and you get something quite special. Now, so who's coming to your website? Who's also coming to the website of your competitors? Can we do a tailored promo? Can we also correlate the big market data with actual PMS conversion data and ultimately drive more direct business? Because you're not going to necessarily always increase demand. It's about shifting the current demand, which is booking on OTAs, but get that current demand, that latent demand, or let's see it, latent demand into your direct booking engine website, right? That's a good goal, right? That's a good objective to have. Agreed?
So yeah, but my question here would directly be, how do they get live data from the market and your competitors' websites?
Free trial, mate. Free trial. Basically, you can sign up today, Fabian, because you know what the good thing about it is? It's free trial. You can set yourself up and you go live in just a few seconds. In other words,
you know that from back in the day, we did that already a year ago. That's just scraping data and keeping it somewhere in the farm. My question is, how do they get that real-time data?
Fabian, why did you say scraping data?
Because most people, either you're phone over and you use some imaging analysis, or you're using some kind of scraping tools, or API backdoors, right? That's essentially the most common things.
Fabian, most common, yes. These guys are not common. These guys are advanced data scientists. Look, you can do a free trial, Fabian. Choose any one of your hotel properties. And because we're talking about real time, you will straight away see your demand. Now, Fabian, I told you they've been in stealth mode, yeah?
Yeah.
So when you see 27%, where do you think this number comes from?
Sorry, average direct bookings increase thanks to our customized solution.
But my question is, where do you think this number comes from?
I would think from the direct bookings that are increased through their booking engine.
Correct. More than 50 luxury properties in London already using it, mate.
Okay.
And you know what? It's less about revenue management. It's more about digital marketing. Whoever has the responsibility in the property, or let's say you use an agency, a digital marketing agency, who wants to do very precise, targeted promotions in a very clearly visualized way and offer tailor-made solutions, that's who is actually going to benefit here. This is not so much for the revenue manager. This is for the digital marketing team.
No, I understand. But my question is, and I think it's a valid question, that we know that when you go from a marketing perspective, and especially in technology, real time and real time don't always match up, right? And I can say that because, you've consulted for Logic back in the day. We did market demand, or we're still doing market demand, right? And we're pulling stuff from different areas. So I understand the complexities of the real time of that. I mean, crikey, even moving a booking.com booking all the way down to the revenue management system or PMS can take its time. You know what I mean?
Fabian.
Forgetting the PMS.
Fabian, 50 luxury hotels in London are already doing this, mate. Independents. I'm not talking about big chains. Independents.
No, okay. No, I definitely sign up for...
And you know what, Fabian? The key thing is geolocation.
But that's easy. That's IP address stuff. That's easy.
What are you waiting for, mate?
Sorry?
What are you waiting for? Free trial?
No, well, I didn't know about them before.
This is why we need to get more people listening to Two Smart Fellas, because this is where you'll learn what's what. Yeah.
So there was in there, sorry, go back. There was, no, stay there. There was PMS data.
Yes.
So are they bringing a PMS to the table?
So far, they're only integrated with Opera. In the luxury London hotels who are already using this, mate, for over a year, they're mostly Opera customers. So they support Opera today, but then they can add more PMSs.
Here's my question. Anything below 5.05 is not really doing real time.
No. They're not doing real time from Opera. They're correlating PMS data. So if you look at, for example, what they're actually doing.
Go back down the black stuff.
Firstly, do you like this? When I move my mouse like this, do you like that?
That's fine. You can do pixel animation stuff in the background. Go back down. I think it was automating visualize very accurate and smart PMS data, and then
basically we correlate pickup and we also correlate distribution. And so remember, we're looking at big data. So we have public data, which is, let's say, traffic to your website and your competitors. We can then correlate that with actual conversion. And the objective is to take that existing latent demand, which might book on the OTA, but book directly. And so far, the results have been quite positive. 27% is not too shabby, mate.
No, I fully agree. 27% is fantastic. My question is, and it's a typical revenue management question, and while you said it's for digital marketing guys, it's if I only get my PMS data twice a day or 3 times a day, I'm correlating live data with old data.
But Fabian, why are you saying twice a day, 3 times a day?
Because I know how Opera works, and if you only have an Opera interface.
But you don't know how Optimand works. It's not twice a day, mate. Anyway, free trial.
Yeah.
Free trial. Anyone can get onto this right now. It works on mobile as well. So this is something that I think they've done very well, is they've taken a mobile first approach. It works on your phone.
Yeah, perfect.
Now, the Leonard Hotel. Do you know the Leonard Hotel?
It rings a bell. I don't know why.
They're using a booking engine called Guest Centric from Portugal.
Okay. Not the Guest Centric out of Australia, is it?
No, the one from Portugal. And then, do you know the luxury yacht next to WTM, the Sunborn?
No.
So anyway, look, mate, it's been running for over a year in stealth mode. Check it out.
Oh, well, absolutely.
Free trial,
It's
mate.
always, as long as it helps hotels, always very happy. What's the pricing after the 30 days, though?
I think go to the website. It's all there.
Okay.
But you know what? So far, the results have been so incredible. Pricing doesn't even come into it, because imagine you shift $40,000 a month direct at 2% commission from your booking engine compared to 17% or 15%. So if you're paying...
Oh, no, the savings are fantastic.
Yeah. So look, running in stealth mode. I've been aware of this for more than a year, Fabian. So you know that I know how to smell something that's not quite kosher.
Yeah.
It's worth a look at anyway.
Put me in contact with them. I like to grill them a bit more.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
What's next?
It's a bra itchy, yeah?
I'm in Brighton. I'm in Brighton. Do you like my apartment?
Yeah, I like it.
Airbnb, mate.
Very nice.
Let me take
Very
you
nice.
around. So
Very nice.
Here's my apartment.
Nice.
If you look
Nice.
behind me here, I've got a TV there. I've got some nice artwork in the background. I've got a kitchen. Want to see my kitchen?
Yeah, I like those kind of kitchens.
Look
Love
at my
it.
kitchen. My kitchen.
Like it.
Lots of lovely artwork. There's a nice desk here to work from.
I'm glad you cleaned up beforehand.
Of course. No, this is one of my clients. One of my clients own apartments, and they also working with us for CRS.
Awesome. Put me in contact with one of the guys from that Optimand. Would love to have a conversation with them.
No worries, we'll do.
Because if they really have that good of a tech, it's worth a conversation. As I said, real time always brings up my radar. Direct PMS connectivity. Having just had a conversation with David Turnbull from Snapshot, right? Understanding, and they're hooked up to 45 plus hotels, 45 plus PMSs, right?
Well, Fabian, you know that I have some background with Logic.
Oh, absolutely.
I did some consulting for Logic in terms of making recommendations on rate shopping and price shopping.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say for now. You also know that I've had some experience with Price Match and how to get PMS data.
Yeah, I remember that.
Optimand, mate. Optimand. That's all I'm going to say. Optimand.
I shall come back to you with my verdict. Yeah, please.
And then let's do a follow-up. Let's do a follow-up in a future episode. You can say, you know what? It's good or not good or whatever.
Oh, absolutely. You get my insights on that one.
Okay, mate.
No problem.
So I need to get to the office.
I need to get to Hans,
Yeah.
except if Hans just texts me. Hans just text me. So Hans, are you gonna bail on me? Let's have a look what Hans says.
Hans
Ah,
Schnittner.
it's great. Let me know when you're 10 minutes away.
Ah, Brotzeit, Brotzeit, das ist gut, ja, Brotzeit. Mit der Brezel und der Bier, ja.
Good times. Okie dokie.
See
Enjoy
ya.
Brighton. Have a wonderful Easter. Love to the family.
Yeah, mate.
Cheers. Bye-bye.